Well, there's not much to do here because we're stuck. As you see, there's a wall of bubbles blocking us in either direction. So we might as well make the best of things and eat these smaller fish. But we need some speed to catch up with them. So let's go with a better tail. Yes, that does indeed help us. We're still just a little too slow. Maybe it would help actually if I just lined us up correctly. Yeah, not too terribly difficult to kill there. Go with another evolution. Maybe we evolve our hands and feet this time into the coalfish fins. There we go. Even more speed. Yeah, hands and feet don't seem to affect your hit points, but they give you a lot more speed comparatively than something like a dorsal fin. Yeah, we're pretty much booking it now. So you might be wondering what we're doing here. Seeing as how you might be like, Chezni, so do we sit here and grind for infinity? What about the volcanoes at the bottom? How do we get past the wall of bubbles? Well, frankly, friends, you just kind of sit here and wait, and eventually the wall of bubbles disappears because of the explosion from the volcano. You have to run like all get out because it's really easy to die like that. First death, friends. Sorry, you've been defeated. I will revive you. Please keep this a secret from my father, the sun. Already, we're cheating. Your EVO points have been reduced slightly. Yeah, so that's pretty much the penalty for dying. And your first time through the game, it can become, indeed, quite a penalty when you aren't sure of what dangers lie in front of you and you get owned by something like a volcano erupting underneath you. Yeah, so we're back here again. Maybe we'll evolve our bodies so that way we can withstand the volcano eruption a little more. Let's get some defense on this. We need 300 for the next body. Well, the next armor, I should say, the scale body. Shouldn't be too terribly difficult with these guys around. They drop what? 25 EXP? It's not too bad. Better than the jellyfish, anyway. Oh, come on, what is this? Get in my belly! You knew it was coming. Alright, that helps us out a bit. Here we go with the scaly body. Kablam! We're yellow! May not look like much, but we will take less damage now. Let's check our capability. Defense. Oh gosh. Not that much damage, less damage apparently. Our defensive power is now 2. Yay us. Alrighty, yeah, let's run now. Let's just get out of here before this thing explodes on us. Oh, well, I guess 2 will make a significant difference comparatively, because we'll take 3 damage now instead of 5. I know, friends, I bog everything down with statistics. I'm sorry. That is the reason I play games oftentimes. Not all the time, but oftentimes it's for the stats. Simple stats, not convoluted, hard to understand stats, but stats nonetheless. How can we jump? Jump! Jump! Look at us, we're so vicious looking. But yet we have no lungs, so going on land would probably be tantamount to suicide at this point, so... Alrighty, so... we're in this cave oh gosh. We're in this cave place where things actually start to get a little bit... should I say hostile. These monsters are somewhat difficult, they do quite a bit of damage, and can tend to be tenaciously alive despite you biting them repeated times due to their defense. We actually might have the same scale body that they do. I'm not sure about that. There we go. Yeah, so that was a bit dangerous. Now eating things to heal kind of plays into the game a bit more. So we'll need to be careful and eat some stuff to heal. Anyway, eating blue crystals is like getting free EXP, so... let's go with, let's see, what do we want? You know, I really don't recommend increasing your body size as a fish. I mean, like, seriously, don't recommend it at all. We could go with a shell body to increase our defense, however. We could go with, let's see, sailing dorsal fin. this dorsal or tail. Let's go with the better armor, because right now we're just getting hurt too much. Alrighty, we're pink now. Fear us because we're pink, and your bites only do 1 damage. Also, I just forgot to point out another bonus of evolving, which is actually at times kind of like cheating, is it heals you every time you evolve. So sometimes it's actually to your advantage to evolve on the go if you're about to die. Ow, that guy is just killing us. But for obvious strategical reasons, you would rather use a few of your EVO points, evolve, and heal yourself rather than die and have Gaia take half of it. Gosh, these guys are annoying. Yeah, we're only gaining 2 hit points from them now instead of our previous 4. Further testament that increasing your armor decreases the amount of health you gain from enemies. So in a sense, it's almost like a double-edged sword, but the defense usually plays out to be more beneficial in the long run. Assuming we don't die here. It's a bit difficult. Let's eat that sea urchin. Because despite the needles and prickles of the sea urchin, it apparently feels good to eat. And it heals us. Alright. Well, if you haven't figured it out, this place is a bit of a maze. I think I'm going the wrong direction. Let's go this way. Hey, what is our speed on here? Agility of 8. I should have checked to see if the armor slows us down. Kinda feels like it does, but then again, it could just be me. Ow. Stupid slugs. Oh, and more volcanoes, by the way. Hope you enjoyed the last ones. Although our leveled up armor is definitely doing us some good there. Alright. We've become kind of a defensive creature at this point. We haven't really evolved a whole lot of our offensive abilities. We're generically offensive. We got the 2nd level jaws, 2nd out of 3. Like I said, we are a bit defensive, with the scale body being the strongest armor that we can get at this point of the game. These guys are kind of like, what, piranhas? Barracudas? No, I can't believe I said barracuda. They look nothing like a barracuda. Well, anyway, don't let them surround you and hit you repeatedly. Just be calm and single them out one by one, and you shouldn't have too much trouble. Yeah, and we have evolved a bit of our dorsal fins and hands and feet, but not too much. Let's go with a sailing dorsal fin, seeing as how our old one only costs 50. There we go, some more hit points, a little bit more speed. That'll help us while we're dealing with these guys. Or at least I thought it would. Yes, we will move on now. Well, maybe we'll get 300. And, let's see here. What else do we want to go with, friends? Let's go with a better tail. Yeah, we've had this tail a little bit, for a little bit of time. Oh, we look kind of a little bit more elegant. A little bit faster. Oh. Guess we're over here now, I guess. In the Cave of Origin. Yeah, apparently Caves of Origin are guarded by the Sentry of Choice, which is jellyfish. Alright, about now is when we need to start really hardcore farming if you haven't already. I'm not going to farm a whole lot, but these guys are actually pretty decent, a decent farm. On EXP. I know it's kind of sad to talk about a game and demote it only to farming. It's not really that bad. You usually don't have to farm too terribly much. And it's fun. So, you know, farming kind of... See, I wish I hadn't said the word farming. Farming kind of denotes a modern-day pop culture view of video games that involves the idea that if you're just killing things over and over again, then it's needless and pointless and you're just merely farming. Well, yes, you are, but in a sense, this game is fun like that. At no one point do you really have to kill any of these monsters. You could just really skip right through them. So it's kind of optional farming. It isn't like a typical RPG where you're walking around in an overworld and you're forced to encounter monsters in a battle arena, or not arena, but in a battle screen. Well, this game doesn't really do that to you. It just kind of has monsters populating the area and then saying, well, yeah, you can go eat them if you want to, but you don't have to. It gives a bit of sense of freedom. And a little bit of security, actually, because if you're going through the game, you run into a boss that you just are having trouble beating, and you literally just feel like you can't do it. You always have the comfort of knowing that, well, if you have to, you can go back and grind a bit, and, you know, evolve something else really cool, like better jaws, or better hands and feet, stuff like that. Well, anyway, I think we can go ahead and just evolve our hands and feet to the max. We have max dorsal fin, max hands and feet. We don't have the max tail or the max jaws. The seaweed whisper to one another. Friends, the Sterilites are trying to create a new world using oxygen. They are having trouble because the Kuralasaches keep interfering with them. Yeah, if you haven't figured it out, Kuralasache is shark. I don't know if Kuralasache is like the scientific term for it or what, but yeah, shark. These guys, really vicious. Kind of dangerous, do a lot of damage, monsters. Luckily, they don't have too terribly many hit points. If I can speak with proper grammar, just do a little bit of evasive maneuver. Typical move with the fish is just to run in a kind of half circle around your opponent. Get away from them when they start attacking you. Yeah, 80 whopping EXP and 5 hit points to boot. What else do we need here at this point? Oh, pain. That really hurt. It's a good thing we are omnivorous, though, and can eat both grass and meat. I would appreciate it if you would stop eating my face. Yeah, maybe if I could... Oh. Time the button pushing correctly. This is getting a bit dangerous, friends. I think we might need to back off and heal a bit. Eating some of this food. No, eat the food. Oh dear. Yes, that's not good. Alright, just swim off screen. Probably heal while you're at it too. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's take a look just at what we haven't evolved. You might be questioning, Chezni, why haven't you been evolving your horns? Well, frankly, horns are probably the last thing you ever want to evolve. And that's including even the low-level horns. Horns are kind of like your additional attack, your special attack. It's a good way to blow extra EXP that you have, but it's a bad way to spend EXP if you haven't evolved everything already. What they do is they, well, attach a horn to your head, and you can ram people if you're running, and it does damage. However, after so many times of ramming an enemy, your horn breaks off, and you just lose the EXP. So we would blow 200 EXP on an original horn, run into somebody 5 times with it, and it would break off, and we'd be no wiser for it. Same thing with the spiraled horn and the angler's horn. The only thing that's different is the swordfish's horn, which creates a permanent horn on your head that does like, I really don't remember how much. It's not I don't think it's too terribly much. What it also does is it makes your jaws disappear altogether. So your biting attack then just does 1 damage. So if you really feel like it, go for the swordfish horn, but I don't recommend it. We'll get horns at the very end when we've evolved everything to the max. We have evolved our hands and feet to the max. I don't plan on increasing the body size, not even to show you guys. It's not that interesting. You just get bigger and change color. We do need the the zucchini jaws for 800. We don't need that. We do need we need to grind through both of those tails.